Okay, good morning. Good morning. I'm here live. I'm gonna wait a few moments to see if anyone comes on. And I wanted to mention that I'm pretty late today, and my daughter just woke up as I was about to start the video, and she needed some cuddles and she needed, just some one-on-one time, so I gave her that, and now she's gonna hang out with us. She has her own little deck that I gave her. It's kind of funny. Uh, we used to have a rabbit, and he passed away, but he had gotten a hold of one of the cards from this deck and chewed it all up. So I was like, okay, it's not a complete deck. You can't use it anymore. So I gave it to her. So she likes to play with it sometimes when I do my readings. So she's out looking for something right now, and she might come back in just if you see the door open and see a little one walk by. That's her, Horizon. But yeah, so if you're new here, my name is Kelsey. This is Igniting Insight. So I am an intuitive tarot card reader, astrologer, energy healer, and just all-around light worker. I'm here every morning at about 7:30 a.m. right now, doing these live energy readings for the day ahead. And so you can catch me here, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me Igniting Insight on both. And you can watch the replay if you missed the live on Facebook or YouTube. So I'm going to just sip my water a little bit and wait to see. I don't know about you all, but I need to drink so much water in the morning, usually. And it's partly because I also end up drinking coffee, so you got to make up for that too. So let's see. I'm going to pull a card and see what the energy is. And I felt intuitively this morning that this reading was going to go a little bit differently. Maybe not. Maybe there was basically just a lot of messages that came through in my dream time last night, my sleep. I woke up, after a pretty intense dream involving like my purpose and just some things I needed to do. And then a lot of other ideas and insights came through with that. And so I was, wanting the message to be really guided for this morning. But I know, these live readings is just one part of what I'm doing. So, perhaps today is a content day and I'll be creating some other things. But yeah, let's just go ahead and see what the card says, and it'll guide the message that comes through. I just saw 3:33 on the clock. I saw that yesterday too. 3:33 is a good number. I'll let anyone, I'm not going to interpret it right now, but you can look it up. Okay. What can we get? I always like to let my cards come out, and sometimes they're really slow. I let them pop out versus drawing them, like some readers might. Okay, what is that? I feel like they want me to just talk, but so let me tell you about my dream. I'll just go ahead and tell you about it. So, an opportunity presented itself to me that I basically was resisting a little bit, reaching out about it, and it has to do with, stepping up in the realm of doing energy work for the collective and things like that. So I had the dream that was really triggered by, you know, not responding to this right away. And I did end up responding to it when I woke up, because I was like, obviously, source, spirit, God, you know, whatever you like to call our, I like source, so I'm just going to go ahead and use source. Our, you know, energy source, the creative source of our existence, you know, has a message for me through this dream, has a purpose. And
Mama.
And there's my daughter. Yes, honey.
I have bad news and I also have good news.
Uh-huh.
I did not find my bus in any room. I mean my book in any room. But I did find a lucky penny and my brush.
Wow, we were missing that brush for a long time.
Mm.
This is my daughter. And who did we say took it? Maybe.
The gremlins.
The gremlins.
But it was actually hiding in our house.
It was actually hiding. Okay. Can I finish my reading? Would you like to sit down?
Yeah.
Okay. So I apologize for the interruption, but I did warn you. And I think it's just one of those days. It's Saturday. This is family day. And it's all right. It's totally all right. The cards are slow anyway. So I was talking about my dream. And it was like, you know, I'm here to help replace fear with love, help replace dark with light, help people ascend into higher vibrations and versions of their reality, and really to deactivate all of these low vibration codes that are embedded. And you know, on a collective level, if you're someone that's, you know, very spiritually aware at this time, you might have heard about like just the way things are going. Like we're basically transmuting the old 3D templates into 5D. What does this mean? Again, it's transmuting our way of being from one of fear to one of love. It's actually the natural state that the earth wanted to be in when it was created, or when it came into existence. You know, I'm very open about belief systems, and I like to draw information from all sorts of belief systems. So you can hear me talk about, you know, things in the Bible or things, you know, that people in the general spiritual community are talking about. Because I think it really, at the end of the day, it's all related, and we just need to use our intuition and our connection to source to sift through the information to understand what is true and what is an illusion. So going back to, you know, just explaining that a little bit, you know, it's what the Bible talks about as like the Garden of Eden. That was the original 5D version of the earth, and then we fell into 3D and have had to deal with, you know, all the repercussions of this. And, you know, not pointing fingers, but there's just like this general, definitely a general bigger than us energy of darkness and illusion and fear, right? I don't know what it is. I'm not someone that, you know, likes to subscribe to beliefs about specific entities or anything like that. But I do feel that it's like something outside of us. So this dream was like me and this team of light workers that I was with using actually technology, which was interesting, but going to the very top. Like it was like we saw the cords of darkness around humanity, and then we actually like took it up a level and like found the apex of where it was coming from. And it's like, that's our target. Like that's what we're targeting through our work, through our energy work, through our healing, you know, through our giving of light. And it was just really powerful to me, because that's a big, you know, that feels like a big mission, right? But when we're ready, we're ready. And I do believe, like, if you consider yourself a light worker, that is the mission. It's like the army of light, you know, we're all dismantling it from the top. And some of us are more the ground workers and working with individuals and people, and you know, that's part of it too. It's all connected, but it's just very personally powerful to me, and I just felt like kind of sharing it. And I hope that, you know, I haven't lost everyone that might be watching this. I definitely want to be more present here in the online space and connect with my community, and I want, you know, people to understand where I'm coming from and be able to connect with my message. So let me know if it resonates. Let me know if you have questions. Let me know, you know, if you're like, what is she talking about? Or if it makes sense to you, because, you know, it's time to take what I have learned and what I know intuitively and also informationally and like give it out to the collective. So I want to make sure that it's comprehensible. And we are just not, they are just not giving me a card today. Can we please get a message for today? Please get a message. It's this one. Okay. Yeah, justice. The sword of truth. Are you watching? I apologize that this video is all over the place. I hope you can understand. Yeah, I'm just seeing the sword of truth here, and it's time to bring about justice. The time of justice is here. You know, I do relate this card a lot to the card of judgment. But it is unique because it's about balance. You can see the scales in her hand here. So trying to make it so both of you can see. And the sword, the sword represents mental energy, intellectual energy, communication, and the mind, right? So we're being more decisive in our communications in order to bring about fairness, balance, and justice. Cool.
With blue spots.
Just a few more minutes, okay? Oh, this is the best live ever. I almost have my cat here. Okay, so what I guess I want to speak to, you know, if I haven't lost everyone, I want to speak to those of us that really feel called to step up as light workers, to be on the cutting edge, the sword here, of the healing efforts of this planet. And the goal today, focus your energy today on speaking your truth, communicating, you know, your true beliefs about things or your true thoughts about things, just like I did, you know, even though maybe my dream wasn't super clear, like that was my, you know, real intellectual experience of that more spiritual dream state. Okay, so that's what I mean by this. It's like today's a day not to hold back with our thoughts and our communications, but to really be true with that and let it be expressed. We're still, I think, at the tail end of Leo season right now, so let it be expressed. And that is the way to help bring about this balance today. That is the way to really help bring, you know, bring the light in, I want to say. And I mean, I personally believe that we're stepping into a new reality where we don't have so much need for the dichotomy between darkness and light. But right now it's about, you know, being real about what is dark in our world and letting that actually be a catalyst for the light, or letting it show you the contrast so that you can see the light more clearly. I'm going to see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, and we have the star. So 2 major arcana, meaning this is a big message for today. And I'll create a post to make this more clear, because I know this was kind of a interesting video. So this is the card of hope. So it's like we don't need to worry about step A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, as long as we can act on step A, step 1. Step 1 is speaking your truth today. Step 1 is putting out some content or putting out something, you know, to the collective, some sort of communication, or having a conversation with someone, you know, being real with what we think. And that will bring about balance and also a sense of hope, a sense of, you know, a better tomorrow. I just love this card. This is my favorite card in the tarot. But this particular deck, the Everyday Tarot, I just think it's beautiful. I just love like the shapes and all the little stars on her and the water. So it's about letting things flow. You know, she's also got a lot of cards in the tarot have this like earth and water dichotomy, where it's like about using your intuition, but also being grounded in your physical reality, and like moving from this space of, again, balance. And something my coach has taught me, which I want to just briefly mention, my coach, Jessica Perez Bibi, she says balance is bullshit. Excuse my language. And what she means is that if all we're doing is trying to have the perfect balance in our day-to-day life of meditation and work and family and all of this stuff, we're not going to get anywhere, because the truth is, like, each day calls us to do something different. Today seems to be calling us to really communicate what we really think and feel. I'm getting with the water here. What we really think and feel, but especially what we think, and, you know, doing this from a more intellectual place today, so that the message can be clear. But also, when I talk about balance, I mean the ability to call on the internal resources needed in the moment. So what does today call for? Does it call for me taking action, and, you know, driving towards what it is that I want to create? Or does it take, you know, or do I need to get more in touch with my intuition, you know, in an instantaneous moment? Like, are you able to tap into the necessary resources inside of yourself to, you know, take the best action and make the best decisions and all of that? So I hope that makes sense. And I just wanted to, she popped up in my mind when I said that, because I could hear her echoing, you know, balance is bullshit. But really, when I talk about balance, that's always what I mean. So on Facebook here, I'm just going to put in my link for private readings if anyone's interested in that. You can find it in my bio on Instagram if you're watching the replay. I don't see anyone's on live, so I've just been, you know, rambling here. And but I'm still going to post this video everywhere, so you can tune in if you want to. That's it for today. I will see you on the interwebs somewhere, I'm sure. And I hope this message was helpful and that you can take something from it. And, you know, just, even if it's as simple as, you know, telling someone what you really think, or writing a post about what you really think, or anything like that, today would be a good day to do that. Okay, so wishing you all the best on the day ahead, and I'll see you at 7:30 tomorrow, okay? Namaste.